Hey ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? This is Friday, and yesterday I was doing my test and get ready to go to Cardinal. We got insurance for AJ, so we had all that taken care of and doing the cargo securement test to get on with Cardinal. So everything was done except for the plates, and I had to buy plates. It was $2,000, and they would send me door tags and so on, and we'd be ready to go. But if y'all remember a few videos back that I had posted my truck on Marketplace for trade only, not for sale. So while I was taking the tests, I got a message saying, hey, you might be interested in trading a skid steer for your semi. So, guess what? Everything has transpired. We took a trip down 100 miles to Greenfield and looked at this skid steer, which is way more than I anticipated. When I prayed to the Lord about a skid steer, I had no idea that I was going to get this thing. I mean, it's way more than I anticipated, way more than I expected. It's awesome. And so I'll tell you about it a little bit. But so the people that we're making transaction with came down to look at the truck to see their part of the deal. So we went down there this morning, first thing, and then this evening they came up to see the truck. Well, they took the truck, and all this pile of stuff here is what came out of the truck. I left them the chains and tarps and stuff like that. And I left the CB radio and stereo and all the things that hold phones and all that kind of stuff, your tablets and all. I've left all that stuff. No sense taking all. I've left the beds and all that stuff, the refrigerator, the inverter. You know, I'm not gonna take the truck apart. That's the way the truck is built. So I think, but this is all my personal stuff. So, and does it look like a lot? Well, it took me what, about
over 2 hours.
Took about 2 hours.
Yeah, because you had the side boxes, and underneath the bed, you had underneath the bed and side boxes, and then.
So that's my gear, ladies and gentlemen. So what am I saying? We are no longer in trucking. We have made parole, and we're out of it. We're no longer a prisoner to the road. Now we're a prisoner to the skid steer business.
But that's what
and
you
so
wanted.
I'm going to pause this video and we're going to go in the house so I can show you the skid steer, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't have it here. I'll have to go get it. So this is what we traded for the truck and the trailer. It's a 2016 Takeuchi. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, Takeuchi skid steer, and if you see there, it has a high flow hydraulic system with a cooler on the top. It has a winch on the back, and that forest mulcher that you see there on the front, that's a $28,000 unit, and or 23, 28, somewhere in there. So well, that now belongs to the Big Belly family, and so they came and they got the truck. It's a even trade, straight across. They have the truck and trailer, and I have this skid steer. My trailer isn't strong enough to bring it home because it weighs 15,000 pounds, and I got a car trailer, and a car trailer holds what, 4,000 pounds. So you're talking something that weighs 5,000 pounds more. 5 times more than what's supposed to be on that trailer. So I'm going to have to get a trailer to bring it home. So, yeah, I went and looked at it this morning, ladies and gentlemen. And we came back. We were home about lunchtime. And then they came up and they were here about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And they liked what they saw when they seen the truck and trailer. So we traded straight across. We have some legal things to do on Tuesday because Monday's a holiday. And to get the transaction taken care of, ladies and gentlemen. So our prayers have been answered. We prayed for this, and at the very last moment, right before we're going to spend $2,000 on plates and everything, this transaction took place, and I am no longer in trucking, and I am now in the skid steer forestry mulching business. So I'll be clearing land, and so that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'll be able to take AJ with me, because you can see there's no boss out there telling me what to do. So, so ladies and gentlemen, I hadn't been nervous in years, and I've been nervous because I've been driving truck for 33 years. I've been an owner operator for the last 18 or 19, however many, and I actually started driving truck back in the 70s and early 80s, and so I've been trucking all my life, and I'm getting away from it, and this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be into the skid steer business, so I've been really nervous, and but I am not just walking away from a business without a business to go to, and so going to work hard at it. We're going to see how we do, and it's going to be a new adventure for us. So that's the news, and that's our update. You know, the value of trucks is way down right now because 88,000 trucking companies went out of business last year. This year, we're averaging from 300 to 800 businesses per week of trucking companies going out of business. So what does that mean? It means the market is flooded with semi-trucks. And what does that mean? The value of trucks has gone way, way down. And so the value of my truck is like dirt cheap right now. And so this thing right here, that just the skid steer unit by itself is selling for 32 to 35. And then it has that mulcher on the front that's over 20 grand. And then it has that winch on the back, which is probably another 5, 6, 7 grand, somewhere around there. And then it has that cooler that you see on top of it. No telling what that costs, probably up to another 5 grand. And so what am I doing the math? So you're talking 35, 45, 50. You're talking about $55,000 unit for a truck that has no value in today's market. But they needed it because this guy has 9 trucks, and he's got another contract coming up where he needs another truck. And so it just works perfectly for him. And this is going to work perfectly for us. And so it's just, we're blessed. The Lord has listened to our prayers, and not only working it out for us, but it's working it out for these people here. And they're going to get a truck that they need for their business. And we're going to get this skid steer.
But this is something that Stephen and I specifically asked for. And we have the videos to prove it. We have videos that said, we'll trade for skid steer. We have the videos to prove it. We were pleading to God.
Yeah, and I prayed to the Lord. I said, look, Lord, I didn't say look like, look here, buddy. Not like that. I said, look, Father, I says, if this is the direction you want me to go in, Father, just open the doors and I'll step through. And so he opened the door and he put this big shiny thing in front of me. And, I went through the door. And now that belongs to us, and we are no longer in the trucking business.